This episode of Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. Get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Phil Perich, and you are listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks Podcast.
I'm here for Peter.
Yes, she is. Welcome back to the Ultimate Spider Cast. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, she's no one's sidekick. It is.
Hey, y'all, it's Lilith Hellfire. Oh, I'm your sidekick, and you know it, Phil. That's fine.
I was just trying to figure out. I think the Night Thrasher of our podcast.
Well, yeah, that's about right.
I'm that guy with like nunchucks. Yeah, that's not bad. Anyway, yes, all these bad sidekick jokes because today, you know, it would make Ray happy. We're covering Round Robin, the Sidekicks Revenge from Amazing Spider-Man 353 through 358. I'm gonna have to look up those dates because I'm actually reading this out of the trade paperback.
What?
I know.
Scandalous, Philip. Scandalous.
Oh, I'm sure you're probably digital.
I half and half, actually.
Oh, half and half. Yes, started in November 91. So this was like a late 91, early 92 storyline.
Of course it is.
Of course. Oh, shut up.
I mean, will we expect anything less from this podcast at this point?
I love how you badmouth every choice of mine, but then like...
No, I tease. It's my job. I'm the Kelly Ripa. You're the Regis. We've discussed this. This is how this works.
I like the 90s. But no.
Well, that was the last good time that we ever had in life, so I get it.
But no, it's then, right before 2021, I'll say, hey, you got any opinions about what we're going to cover next year? Oh, no, just pick whatever.
Yeah, I'm lazy, but that's the comedic effect of this, Philip.
Oh, yes, you do it for comedic effect.
I get it. Of course.
I know. Thank you for sacrificing.
I did let you do all that Captain America U.S. Agent garbage, so don't ever forget.
I am
a team player.
I gave you an Archie. Shut up.
One Archie for like every 150 episodes. It's fine. I like that it's like round robin because that's a tournament and it's just like it's just kind of like an interesting pitch for Sidekicks Revenge. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Good. I thought it was like weird.
Spidey's like a doorknob. Everybody gets a turn.
Whoa. Crazy. Because
nobody tell Rob. He's safely sleeping now, so we can get away with murder now. It's fine.
Still talking in his sleep. So yes, because this is weird because it kind of like wraps up something that happened in the Moon Knight book.
Throwing him a little love. They're like, these books aren't doing so great. Mention him in a Spider book.
I was gonna say, yeah, because the Moon Knight book was still going at this point, and it's like, yeah, I guess
not that anyone knew.
Oh.
I gotta hurt Ray. That's how we do this.
What the F? Yeah, because the Moon Knight book was still going. I guess and two, if this was like a summer event, so who could we throw in this book with Spider-Man? Moon Knight, Darkhawk. Hey,
everybody that needs a boost. You get a boost, and you get a boost.
Let's get some new warriors in here.
God.
And hey, it's the 90s. We can have the Punisher. Although
actually kind of proficient Punisher, moderately so.
Although, I mean, it was like in the Moon Knight story that took place before this, Spider-Man and Punisher were there, so.
Yeah. Any opportunity for a crossover,
Again, early 90s.
Can I just have that ka-ching button? Let's bring back vintage Capes and Lunatics.
I
know here's implied, but I miss it.
What?
I know the cash grab is implied, but I miss the cash sound. I do.
Hold on, I gotta open up another app. But yeah, I'll give you a kitchen.
Old times, fun times.
Excuse me.
So let's get into it. It's a lot to unpack.
Oh yeah. So yes, it starts. Yeah, because 6 issues starts with Amazing 353. Like I said, November 91. When Midnight Strikes. Because yes, we see the Secret Empire testing out their new assassin.
Secret Empire.
Midnight. Get it? When midnight strikes, get it?
What is this? Back to the Future?
Hey, you get your damn hands off, or but yeah, so this kid, all right, so for those of you who don't know, Jeff Wild was a son of a former Moon Knight villain who died. First he blamed Moon Knight for his dad's death, then he wanted to be Moon Knight's sidekick, and then Moon Knight's like, I don't want a sidekick, and then it seemed like the Secret Empire
Nobody wanted Moon Knight to have a sidekick.
You know who wants to be Moon Knight's sidekick, right?
Tricky Dicky.
But yeah, so yes, the Secret Empire seemed to kill Jeff Wild, but they took him in and rebuilt him as a cyborg, and basically an earlier, not as good version of what they did with Bucky Barnes.
Yeah.
Hey, Ray may badmouth Batman, but at least he kind of knows what he's doing with his sidekicks.
Exactly.
And
We grew that Bat family, and that's something that Marvel does struggle at, are like actual, I don't know how to put it, organic teams, and X-Men are super dysfunctional, fantastic, they do dysfunctional stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And Batman family is dysfunctional, but at the heart of it, you really feel the love between every character, and that's just within that family. You got the Green Arrow family, Superman family, well, pre-Bendis, things like that, and that's something that Marvel does struggle with. So I like when they try to do a little legacy villain getting his revenge. I see you, Marvel.
Yes, because the Secret Empire wants to build an army of these cyborgs that compete with groups like AIM and Hydra.
Oh, AIM was never a threat. Y'all gave AIM too much power.
I know eventually they were just like, yeah, no, we're just going to supply people with weapons. We're not going to try to do anything ourselves. Just going to sit over here and make a profit. And then, yes, because number 7, the current leader of the Secret Empire, is because they number themselves.
Lame.
Yeah, I know. But he mentions the setback they were dealt by Spider-Man, Punisher, and Moon Knight. And Mark Spector, Moon Knight 19 through 21. So they give him his first assignment: break Elliot Franklin out of prison, a physicist. But some of you may know him as Thunderball from the Wrecking Crew, and no, not the James Bond movie.
Codename Miley Cyrus.
Oh, suck it, Kona. So yeah, they give him the job to release Elliot Franklin. As you wish, number 7. Then we go to Queens, where Peter and Mary Jane
Flip.
They're visiting with Aunt May. Oh my lord! And Aunt May's all engrossed in wrestling.
Well,
the incredible,
you do.
The Incredible Hunk is wrestling Pierre the Mammoth. Whoa.
Are we sure that's wrestling and not the Playboy or Spice Channel?
That's Aunt May's porn. Don't kink shame her.
whoa, that's pretty damn big.
Well, if you're with a name like Mammoth, you would hope.
Yeah.
No false advertising.
Oh, Peter, if it upsets you so much, turn off the TV. After I've waited all months, not on your life. Yeah, I love Peter being all settled. I think I'm gonna go swing around the neighborhood.
He's not even trying anymore.
Aunt May's not even paying attention.
If you're watching YouTube, that is why my next to my name says is flipping her way downtown. That is a reference to this.
I love Mary Jane wants some company because she's like, "You're really going to leave me here with your elderly aunt to watch wrestling?"
Rude.
No thanks, MJ. I really want to swing. He even puts it in quotes. Swing around by myself. So yes, again, just ditches her with the elderly aunt, and then swings around as Spider-Man. Hey, he's thinking about all the changes the neighborhood went through, and hey, it wasn't too far from here where I ran into that Darkhawk character fighting the Hobgoblin. Darkhawk.
Gobble gobble.
Darkhawk 2 and 3. Oh yeah, oh yes, Hobgobble Gobble Month is coming soon.
Gobble gobble.
But
They don't even celebrate Thanksgiving there.
I know, but I just mean how many pages are in or we've already pimped Moon Knight's book. Now we're mentioning Darkhawk.
I told you, and you get a boost, and you get a boost, and you get a mention.
Exactly. So he's thinking, yeah, it wasn't too far from here where I met Darkhawk, and then then we get the obligatory Darkhawk appearance. Well, Chris Powell, who, for those of you who may not be familiar, gives you a monologuing to himself, gives you his origin.
As you do, especially in the 90s.
Yes, he was trailing his cop dad, found this amulet, picked it up, and turned him into Darkhawk. Blah, blah, blah. With the MacGuffin origin.
An oldie, but a classic.
Yes. And since then, I've met Spider-Man and fought Hobgoblin. So, see, you really should be picking up my book. But yeah, I guess his dad's missing. He's looking for his dad. So he goes to the police precinct to talk to is that his partner or his friend? Yeah. And just so happens, while Chris Powell, who is Darkhawk, is here at the precinct, that's the exact precinct where Midnight's come to spring Elliot Franklin. Right.
Wait, another prison break? What's going on?
Another Kool-Aid man? He comes right through that wall.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say that's all we needed was an oh yeah. So Midnight's just like working his way through the cops. Where's Elliot Franklin? Where is he? Oh Lord. Chris, he's going through here like Tyson went through Spinks.
Whoa.
What, did he bite his ear off? What?
No. It's much before in the great era of the Iron Fist Mike Tyson. Yeah.
I'll destroy you.
Say it to his face, Philip. Say it to his face.
I ain't saying anything to that tattoo. No. So Chris is like, oh, I guess I can do something with this amulet. And then we got Elliot Franklin in his cell, thinking if he still had his wrecking crew powers, he could just bust out of here. Where's the Secret Empire? Taking their sweet time. And that's when Midnight shows up, springs him, just grabs him, starts like jumping away. Cops still can't do nothing, but that's when Darkhawk shows up and tackles him out a window. I'm Darkhawk, and you are? Call me Midnight. Midnight, eh? Well, don't have a stroke.
Stroke at midnight.
Whoa.
Suck it, Lilith.
So... Oh, and then we see more Secret Empire goons. Oh, yes. Midnight's being opposed by some dark-clad super being. The leaders are like, just stay back. Let's test them. So Darkhawk and Midnight are just going at it in the streets. Oh, and if you didn't get enough 90s, then we switch to an alleyway where the Punisher's grilling some guy.
Heyo.
With a big gun in his face. Yeah, it's a drug dealer. Oh, he's questioning this guy about the Secret Empire. Secret umpire? Hey, man, I ain't no baseball fan. So Punisher just smashes his face into the wall. Nope, you're wearing their insignia ring. You're a member. Again, gun in the face. I'll tell you, word is they're recruiting some guy who improved their weapons division. Two-bit punk like you, I'm surprised you knew that much. Then he just like cold cocks him with the gun and walked away. That's a good little snake. I might need more information. Guess I'll let you live longer. And then this punk thinks he's going to be the guy to shoot the Punisher in the back until nope. Frank just blows him away.
See, a competent Punisher. He's only competent in crossovers. I'm just saying.
When he's not going over after like a named character like Kingpin or something.
Which is not even his villain, but whatever.
Lilith Hellfire's idol. When are these punks going to learn? I'm not one of these bleeding heart superheroes. I play by the same roles as my enemies. Kill or be killed.
Dang straight. That's the most unrealistic thing about modern comics. You gotta touch it. Wait, you're welcome.
So, yeah, Darkhawk and Midnight are still battling. And oh, guess who just happens to swing by?
Flip, flip!
He's Spider-Man. I better look into this. So they're fighting as King of the Selfie sets up his camera again.
That damn point and shoot! Get a DSLR mirrorless camera, you punk!
He's like, whose side should I be on? True, Darkhawk teamed up with me against Hobgoblin, but I still have my doubts about him. But I don't know, and I don't know that other bozo. Then the Secret Empire goons show up and say they're supposed to help Midnight. So he's like, Spider-Man, I don't know much about Darkhawk, but I know the Secret Empire is bad. So that means I'm against the guy they're trying to help. As he swings down and just kicks Midnight in the head. Hey, Darkhawk. I was just thinking bad thoughts about you.
Exactly.
So yeah, they're fighting Midnight and these goons on these floating platforms or sky cycles, whatever. Until what? One of them goes out of control going toward the crowd, but of course Spider-Man webs it out of the way, giving Midnight a chance to hit him from behind. Spider-Sense warned me, but I couldn't let loose of the platform. Always an excuse.
I know.
So Midnight's just smacking him around. Hawk's taking out the goons. So he's like, no, I gotta save Spider-Man.
Gotta save Spidey!
So yeah, Darkhawk uses his Dark Force shield to pin Midnight to the wall. And of course, oh man, we're getting the Scooby-Doo ending already. Yeah. Spider-Man unmasks him. He's like, whoa, you know this guy? Not really. Met him once before. He was wearing a Moon Knight costume then. He was just the real Moon Knight sidekick.
Burn!
Burn! We were fighting a battle at the Secret Empire. Don't ask. When the kid jumped in the line of fire, took a blast that fried him. And of course, villain's got a monologue, and he says, they almost did. The Empire took what was left and built a cyborg, and you're working for them? I didn't want to help them at first, but what difference does it make? At least the Secret Empire was upfront about its intentions, not like Moon Knight. Sure, he took me and made me his partner. He didn't tell me
ungrateful little snot-nosed son of a...
He didn't tell me I was going to be a human shield.
Why does Batman wear black? Because he doesn't want to get shot. Why does Robin wear a colorful uniform? Because Batman doesn't want to get shot. It applies everywhere. Sorry, Ray. That will be my one per episode mention.
Of what, Batman? Yeah, sure. And you can't bleep it over here, Ray.
Batman.
Oh, last time I was on and I mentioned Batman, I was like, oh yeah, you know how bleep does it, you know. So yeah, Darkhawk starts to falter, drops the shield. Oh, look at Elliot Franklin trying to take out Spider-Man. Swinging at him from behind. Now the Spider-Sense works.
You know, when it's convenient.
Exactly. So yeah, I think it was midnight the time to knock the superheroes out of the way, grab Franklin, and take off. But of course, he gets a spider tracer.
Oh, it actually is gonna work this time. Nice.
We got 5 more parts, man. We got it with a spider tracer. So yeah, so then he yanks one of his goons off a floating platform and sends it falling towards the crowd. Here, heroes, stop that. Because the thing's full of explosives, too. So Darkhawk and Spidey have to let them go to stop the platform. With teamwork. Oh, with a fastball special. Trademark X-Men. Yeah, because Spider-Man whips Darkhawk at it, who tries to get the platform up in the sky, but it hits a building. So Spider-Man has to web up the debris. We covered each other's butts. Whoa.
Just gonna leave it alone.
I know. But yeah, Spider-Man's asking Darkhawk why he let Midnight go, and he's like, basically, I know what it's like to have someone let you down because he thought his father was on the take. And of course, without mentioning names or times or events or anything, Peter says, basically gives him the general version of the Uncle Ben thing. Yeah. One day I let a criminal slip past me and he killed someone I cared about. So take half a drink, Lil.
I'll just take a sip. I'll take a sip.
And again, if I'd only. What I'm trying to say is the lesson I learned is with great power comes great responsibility. Take that full drink, Lil, future Lil. I learned it the hard way and hate for anyone else to have to learn it that way. And Darkhawk's like, I'll think about what you have to say. And he takes off. See you in a couple issues. So then Peter goes back to get King of the Selfies, goes to get his camera, and then go pick up his wife. For once, Aunt May wasn't worried because she was too busy watching wrestling in this steel cage match.
Well, we've all been waiting for, apparently.
Well, she was. So then Peter and Mary Jane go to the Daily Bugle.
Just out of curiosity, why is Mary Jane here? I don't hate, contrary to popular belief, I do not hate Mary Jane Watson. I love her. I just want her to be a better written, more well-rounded character. When she had her own ongoing, I did nothing but gush about her because she wasn't just a prop. She actually had things to do outside of Spider-Man.
I guess they wanted her to appear, but they didn't have a lot for her to do in this storyline. But again, to be fair, look how much we're packing into it. How many characters we're packing into this story too.
It's the 90s though, so it's to be expected.
Yes,
it's what Spider-Man's greatest downfall is as a book and as an adaptation of movies. They can't help themselves but to cram in a bunch of villains because that's what the book does. But the book has more time to explore. Just saying.
Go ahead, throw it in.
That's what they said.
but again, it's the early 90s. Again, this is the bi-weekly summer event. So, and again, we're trying to boost other people's books.
Exactly.
But yeah, they go to the Bugle to drop off Peter's film. Yes, kids, we used to take pictures on film. Oh, look at this fancy man throwing the roll of film right into Joe Robertson's shirt pocket.
Here you go, son. Just, shh. Just between the two of us.
Hey-o. So then, yes, I guess while Peter and Mary Jane are waiting for the elevator, he tells her all about the whole Darkhawk thing. Basically, I hope that kid doesn't make all the mistakes I made. And then thinking about midnight. Speaking of, him and L.A. Franklin get back to the Secret Empire's headquarters, which I guess is behind a tailor shop. Get it? Because they're tailoring cyborgs. Get it?
Hint, hint, hintity, hint, 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 hint.
Like when the Joker always has his headquarters at something with clowns or playing cards. Get it? Another Batman reference.
Batman.
That wasn't me. That was Phil.
Ray's like, man, Moon Knight's in this, but I really have to listen to this. Ray. And then, the Secret Empire, number 7's like, this was supposed to be covert. There was a lot of exposure.
Yeah. No such thing as covert in a Spider-Man book. I hate to bring it to you.
Midnight says, hey, he's like, hey, I got your guy, and I had to fight not one, but 2 superheroes. Come on.
He's carrying the whole damn team.
Spidey and that Darkhawk dweeb. Matt Kono will have a word with you.
You know what he can do.
Oh!
Suck it, Lilith.
You little bumpkin.
So they tell Midnight to I guess take a break, and then number 7's showing Elliot Franklin around all the weapons that I guess he helped them design. A mini laser.
Laser.
Laser. A freeze ray.
Ooh, we're getting old school in here.
What do you call our friend in the middle of winter? A freeze ray.
If he doesn't do that when it gets cold, I'm going to be disappointed, to be honest.
Ray. And yes, I guess they're going to use these for the army of cyborgs. But if a normal human being can improve to the degree that Midnight has, think what we could do with super being for raw material. So, yeah, number 7's like, you don't think we're like the Wrecking Crew would go for this? No, we don't have our powers anymore. But beyond that, he even tells them super villains are a mean, ornery lot. You should try to get a superhero. Maybe a young one.
Well, there you go.
A young, impressionable. And he's talking about...
And Kamala is decades even away from being a thing. So guess where we're going?
Well, he's like, yeah, maybe X-Force, but it's hard to trust mutants. Ooh,
mutie hate. He's a speciesist, I tell you. A speciesist.
But there's a new group called the New Warriors, and one of them seems real unfocused and restless. Damn. The one called Nova. You mean the man called Nova? And then we see Midnight throwing a hissy fit. I guess because he wants to be the man in charge, and he's all mad at Moon Knight. I threw him with these guys. Now they treat me like a glorified errand boy. I can't forgive my so-called partner, leaving me to their tender mercies. Telling his nurse, Lynn, keep an eye on her.
I feel like paging Dr. Plot Resolver, but it's fine.
Oh, big plot point here. So, and Midnight accidentally takes out I guess they had his room bugged so they could listen to him. But Midnight's going to he wants to take over the Secret Empire. He wants to bring Lynn with him. Remember that? Once I've gotten revenge on Moon Knight.
Put a feather in your cap.
Once I've gotten revenge on Moon Knight, I'll lay the world at your feet. And back to the Punisher. Microchip. Remember Microchip?
Punisher should be like, back in the 90s, I swear he was a competent hero.
Because Microchip talking to him while he's actually working. The Morning Bugle has photos of Spider-Man and Darkhawk fighting some Secret Empire goons. Broke out Elliot Franklin. Ring any bells? And he's like, blast, he's the one the Empire was after. Wonder what the Empire wants. I'll have to look into it. But right now, I've got smaller fish to fry.
Dang. Hashtag petty.
He's just breaking the warehouse and kills like a bunch of drug dealers. Don't you punks realize that illegal drugs are extremely hazardous to your health? Automatic weapons.
For people who are not proficient or skilled. Mm-hmm.
But then meanwhile, at Avengers headquarters.
Meanwhile, the Hall of Justice. Oh, wait.
Remember when Spider-Man was a reserve Avenger?
I sure as hell do. Still salty and bitter about it, too.
So he's like, yeah, he's talking to Captain America, Lil's favorite. Because he wants to get in contact with Moon Knight, and Cap's like, you could have just used your ID card to call him directly, but since you're here. So another cameo, Captain America. So yeah, they call Moon Knight Spider-Man. Did you see today's Bugle? Like, I was fighting with your old partner Midnight. He said, this will sound weird, but he's being rebuilt as a cyborg for the Secret Empire.
Not weird at all.
That's Marvel. And Moon Knight's like, you know where he is? Where is he at? No, but I managed to plant a tracer on him. If I get close, and within broadcast range, I'll be able to track him down. If you find him, call immediately. I'll start my own search. See the plot threads coming together?
You get it?
But 2 weeks later, we get Nova flying around, thinking the rest of the new Warriors are on vacation. Guess this is a good time for me and Thrash to continue to mend fences. Because, yes, he did have kind of a thing with Night Thrasher, because in the first issue, to get his powers back, Night Thrasher threw him off the roof. The sink or swim method of... that's all Lil picks boyfriends. If they survive the drop off the roof.
Who am I, Homelander?
Oh, God, if you had heat vision.
If I had any kind of superpower, this world will be over.
You and those Alaska housewives, jeez. Oh, Lord. And then we get, Midnight. Nova, mind if I drop in? So, yeah, he's grabbing Nova, and then Nova shrugs him off, and Midnight pretends to fall. And he says, I got a pitch for you. I work for an outfit that needs young super guys like us. The Secret Empire. Oh, jeez. This doesn't sound creepy. We need young build super guys.
I mean, it might be fanfic. It might not. I don't know. Let's find out.
Only Lilith Hellfire hard drive knows for sure. The Secret Empire. I've heard of them. Something about one of those. That's one of those radical groups.
I think that's the take a drink every time you hear Secret Empire. Basically, that's the drink of this arc.
No, it was like, that's one of those radical groups, and Midnight's like, if you believe the rantings of the press.
Fake news! Fake news!
They found me, literally saved my life, and gave me power with their advanced technology.
I wouldn't be rooting for them just based on that, but okay.
And if you really believe in the power of coincidental plot devices, yes, Nova flies Midnight over Peter Parker's apartment with that spider trace. So 2 weeks later, that spider tracer's still on Midnight. Man, he must not change.
He upgraded apparently.
I mean, he must not wash them clothes or nothing, because 2 weeks later, that spider tracer's still on that suit.
What they didn't tell you was that it was a rectal spider tracer. That's what they didn't tell you. He got it way up there in the colon, you see. Flip, indeed.
Tagged him right in the...
It's in his prison purse. Yeah. Flip, indeed.
Oh, my Lord. Could you imagine if they're... Yeah. Yeah, but again, 2 weeks, wouldn't that have come out even then?
Now that you get it really deep up in that colon, it takes a while for things to work its way down. Little things, anyway.
Oh, good Lord.
But I'm not a doctor, so, you know. I don't know if that's a medical term or not, so we'll just move it along.
Good Lord. Lilith Hellfire's not a doctor.
Well, not yet, anyway. But.
Anyway, so yes, Peter and Mary Jane are sitting down about to have dinner. Yes, he gets a...
Did she cook or did she order? That's all I want to know.
Oh, but looks like she might have cooked it. It doesn't look like she's bringing out like...
I mean, she can have those wrappers hidden in the trash. I mean, I've done that once or twice. I'm not gonna lie. So.
So yeah, the spider sense goes off because of this tracer.
It's ting ting take a lid.
And then she comes out. Peter's gone. She's like, Peter, this trail of clothing on the floor can only mean one of two things: either you're real happy to see me, or you're swinging out of the skylight as Spider-Man.
Why can't it be both, Mary Jane? Why can't it be both?
Exactly. So yeah, she's saying be careful, but that face don't look happy.
Again, why is Mary Jane here?
Again, why would he leave? She's cooking while she's wearing that spandex.
I mean, Peter's got his priorities all messed up, homie. It's New York. Crime can wait. That's all that I'm saying.
I guess he's like, I finally got a kid off that tracer after 2 weeks. And what kind of battery's in that thing?
It's nanobots, bro. It's nanotech. Don't worry about it.
Courtesy of Tony Stark. So yeah, he's swinging after them, and he's like, "Oh wait, I remember. I promised to call Moon Knight. See if so." He pulled out the card.
How 90s can you get a business card?
Well, no, it's like one of the remember like those old like calculators.
Yeah, I know.
Do you read me, Moon Knight? I read you. Cool. Wait, cool. I mean, I spotted Midnight, and he and Nova are heading uptown on the west side of Manhattan. So he says, he's like, I'll fly into the city immediately. Leave this channel open so I can track your position.
That's gonna end well.
Yes. And meanwhile, Nova's after Midnight. If your group is so great, didn't I read something about them trying to launch an ICBM from a downtown office building a while back? Again, Mark Spector.
Intercontinental ballistic missile for those of us who didn't grow up during the end of the Cold War.
Ooh. Is that an old crack? Jeez. As I said, the press takes a dim view of our activities. Okay. Something. Besides, sometimes actions outside the law must be conducted to promote the greater good. Man, this is relevant to 2020.
Everything comes back. It's just one big cycle, bro. That's just how that works. So, unfortunately.
Yeah. So Nova's like, okay, yeah, show me your team. And then he's flying over New Warriors headquarters, he sends a signal from his helmet for Night Thrasher, so Night Thrasher can follow them. But who spoils the plan?
Good old neighborhood Spider-Man.
Kicks Midnight. Not to worry, Nova. It's Spidey to the rescue. Who asked you to butt in, Web Slinger?
It is his book. I know you can't break the fourth wall like Deadpool or Gwenpool or whatever, but yeah, it's his book. Sorry.
So I guess Nova wanted to follow him to the Secret Empire so he could bust it up. He calls Nova the Thrasher. Got something cooking out here. Get Spider-Man off my tail, will you? So, and then he sees Midnight flying, and Nova's like, I thought you said you couldn't fly.
I lied.
So Sumi, I was trying to make a point. How'd you convince Tooth till this jerk showed up? So then Night Thrasher pops out, kicks Spider-Man. He's like, again, Spider Sense. I was already dodging, Midnight's laser. I couldn't dodge Night Thrasher. Boy, he seems capable. You guys should go read New Warriors.
Spoilers, he's really not that capable.
But again, it's like, anytime
you gotta highlight it. You gotta make somebody really want to read the book.
Yeah, you gotta
get there.
Everybody has to get at least a good shot or two in on Spider-Man. So it's like, oh, hey, this guy has something going on. Maybe I should read his book. So while Spider-Man's fighting Night Thrasher, Nova's fighting Midnight. That's when Moon Knight shows up.
Hiya, boys.
Oh yeah.
Hey, boys! You look at the party. I love the party.
So yeah, coming down off that moon copter. Nice entrance, Moon Knight. God, I don't work for you anymore. With my new power, I'm the boss. You can consider this severance pay.
Who is he? Freaking Red Arrow Arsenal?
So, but then Midnight shocks Nova and carries him off.
Goodbye.
I know. Moon Knight's no use because he glided to the ground. Because he's like, oh, I guess I can't catch him. My cape only lets me glide. Never mind that. Thrasher's like, he's got Nova. We got to get after him. Which brings us to the third issue: total eclipse of the moon night. So yes, now they're all in the moon copter following midnight. Come on, kid. Spider-Man's like, I planted a tracer on him. If we can just stay close enough to him, I can follow the tracer. And Midnight said, Midnight's flying, but he says he's running low on fuel. Where's the key? So if you're a cyborg with jet boots, where do you keep your fuel at? I say, where does a cyborg keep their fuel?
It's in his prison purse.
Probably. So yes, he raiders ahead to the secret empire. Got all these costume D-bags on my tail. I need a distraction. So he sets down on the, I don't know if this is the tailor shop, but he sets down on a roof and walks into a water tank with a secret door. Where once again, the Punisher is watching him. What is this, the Clone Saga, man? Punisher's always lurking. Because he's like, I recognize Nova and I recognize that cyborg manhandling him from the paper. Punisher, I guess, is thinking he was just hanging around waiting for something to develop.
Ooh, sure.
On strange rooftops.
As you do, again, superhero.
Hey, but like you were saying, a smart Punisher could go in guns blazing, but that cyborg gave Spider-Man a tough go.
See, I'm just saying.
He's like,
he's the best in crossovers.
Yep. And he's like, how many soldiers could be in there?
Punisher team up. Problem solved. You're welcome.
There you go, kids. Come on. Oh, they sees Moon Knight's copter.
I get a kick out of it every time, so whatever.
Spider-Man, this is the place. And like Thrasher, my helmet image has an image enhancer which spotted something, or should I say someone very interesting. They all leap off the moon copter. And I love the three of them come swinging down. Punisher, oh, very nice. Subtle entrance. Now I remember why it's good to be a loner. And they're all like, where's Midnight? Where's Nova? And Spider-Man's like, he doesn't look happy to see us because, Spider-Man, before you boys blundered along, they had no idea I was here. There's a bunch of Secret Empire goons come out. Oh, Lord, here we go. Punisher, Thrasher, how'd you happen to team up with these soft-headed bozos? Because remember, the Punisher met Night Thrasher in New Warrior 7 through 9. So I think we've plugged everyone's book now, maybe.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think we've done it.
So yes, so Secret Empire goons just come out and start blasting. So the boys are just working their way through. Whatever happened? The good old-fashioned superhero names like Iron Man, Wonder Man, and yes, I'll even say it, even Spider-Man. Because he was like, oh, great, insult from one guy whose name sounds like he wants to spank people. And if another from whose moniker makes it sound like he's having naughty nighttime dreams. Whoa.
Hey-o!
I'm guessing not the dry variety. You're right, Punisher. Why did I hook up with these guys? And Moon Knight's just like, less talking, more hitting. We can outfight these dipsticks, maybe, but in case you haven't noticed, they have guns. Punisher. If it's lack of firepower you're concerned about, Moon Knight, don't be. He's just oozing up every issue. You're shooting to kill. No more than they do to us, Spider-Man. You got a better solution? Yes, this. I can take out these guys and still leave something for the police to question. One day, Punisher, there will be a reckoning. One day, when you don't sell books anymore, when your guest team-ups don't sell books, Punisher, there will be a reckoning between us.
Nailed it.
But until then, keep shooting, kid.
Perfect. That's a perfect summation.
You know, one of these days we'll have to talk with you and Ghost Rider and Wolverine, but that's when you guys aren't popular anymore. Because, it's the 90s. So, yeah, they're making headway. But then, Midnight pops out, comes up Moon Knight. Is that really you, Jeff? What happened? You changed. What changed?
I didn't change. The world just changed around me.
How about that force attack that's destroying my body? How about my so-called partner leaving me for dead?
It happens. You can't take it personally. Don't be a Jason Todd about it.
I was going to say, Jason Todd here is going at. Yes, Ray. Jason Todd was Batman's second Robin.
Oh, he knows. He can pretend like he doesn't know, but he knows. You can't. If you live in the world, you can't escape Batman. Okay, you just can't do it. I'm sorry.
Batman.
Yeah, but remember, he lives down in that small corner of the world.
Oh, there's nothing small about Australia.
Whoa!
They want you to think. I mean, we did get 9.5 out of Ray, so spoilers.
I did not. You with the incessant demanding got 9.5 out of Ray.
I'm a woman. It's what we do. We just want to make the world better. I'm sorry.
If you think you can give a little more than Ray's 9.5, Ray's 9.5, email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com.
Or leave a voicemail. Is there the push to call button still on the Facebook?
Yes, I believe it's on all our social
See,
media.
that's all you have to do. Just push a button.
That's right.
Back to this train wreck of a dump on Spidey party.
Yeah, so Midnight's attacking Moon Knight till Night Thrasher starts hitting him. It's like, quit playing games. Where's Nova? He's in good hands, Thrasher, and so are you, little man. As we get the Seekers.
What is this, a Harry Potter book?
Oh.
Sorry. Who shall not be named. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yeah, 3 armored goons. If you don't remember, there I think only 2 appearances before this. From Iron Man 214 and Fantastic Four 342.
Definitely blinking, you miss it, so we don't blame you.
Yes.
Unless you're the nerd of the nerd. Maybe Charlie Esther knows and appreciates these.
Well, I've read both their appearances. Yes, so Change, Sonic, and Grasp. Yes.
Random.
Subtle people, yes. The one has a chain, so he's called Chain. The one has like a sonic weapon, so he's Sonic. And yes, the one can shoot.
Branding, baby! Branding!
The one can shoot.
Simple, efficient.
The one can shoot giant metal hands at people, so he's Grasp.
It's not like it's the Turtles and you just slap a different color on them, okay? Branding, baby! Original Turtles, anyway.
So they get attacked by Sonic.
The Hedgehog?
I was thinking the restaurant, but okay, yes.
Sonic Youth?
So many copyright infringements here. So yes, so these 3 are
Mail's here. Sorry about that, guys.
Mailman. So the 3 Seekers are attacking everyone. Oh, again, Sonic hits Punisher with his energy leech. Midnight throws.
I mean, just hanging out with humans, you don't really need any technology or anything like that for that, but okay.
Human. Oh, whoa. What did you say? Energy leech, Lilith Hellfire?
Exactly.
Energy drain, Lilith Hellfire. So, and then Grasp is crushing Night Thrasher with a giant metal hand. Spider-Man gets him out, but it also takes a hit because, again, got to ignore that spider sense to save somebody. So the Seekers are like, yeah, that's what we got paid for, so they take off. Then we get Frenchie calling from the plane. The Seekers are escaping. Oh, man, they really give him the French accent here. Should we try to do? No, let him go. We got enough trouble without chasing more. So the heroes are trying to figure out what to do when the Secret Empire takes off like a rocket or something.
Takes off like a rocket, you say?
Settle down, love.
You have my attention. Go on.
Large cylindrical object? What? Oh, so
Honestly, I've watched too much Austin Powers in my lifetime. I swear, when that movie came on VHS, I probably watched it 1,000 times.
what is that? It looks like
Exactly. Man, we should do a live watch of that for poops and giggles somewhere.
Yes. yes. It looks like a couple of
Ooh, the best trilogy. Yeah, we could do like a special, the best trilogy.
Yes. Yeah, baby. Should we do an episode on the Austin Powers?
Yes, let's do that.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. So yeah, wonder who we get some guest stars for that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So yeah, the moon copter's taken out. Then they're like, oh, what about the Punisher? Oh, that thing Sonic launched is still on him, and I think it's killing me.
Drama queen, whatever. We're all dying, sir.
Sorry, Ray. Night Thrasher pulls a Crocodile Dundee. Knife comes out of the suit. You're looking for suffering, Punisher. Oh, let me put you out of your misery.
Not in this competent Punisher's time. Sorry, sir.
Yeah, I know. Slices the thing off because Spider-Man was all worried. You didn't think I was really going to use it on the Punisher, did you?
Not that stupid.
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
Up, we owe him 10 cents.
I know. So, yeah, Punisher passes out. And then Frenchie's working on the moon copter because Midnight gets back to the Secret Empire with Nova. They're all like, oh, we did have to dispatch the Seekers. This helps save your mission. I think I did a great job. I had Superboys up the wazoo here. Whoa. Sounds like Lilith weekend. Oh, finally, after 2 weeks, he's like, you better run a check on me. The superheroes keep seeming to find me. So they scan Midnight, find that spider tracer finally, and Midnight destroys it. Which Spider-Man's like, oh, my signal just he's like, the signal's gone. They must have found it or destroyed it. So then they're like, is the Punisher going to be okay? And again, we got the Spider-Man origin and the Darkhawk origin. Now Punisher's hallucinating his own origin. Gunned down, wave kids gunned down in the park. Damn New York parks. And again, Moon Knight's like, oh, so that's his origin. And Spider-Man's thinking, yeah, I could have felt the same way about the guy who killed Uncle Ben. Take a drink, Lilith.
Oh, my liver. Future Lilith is going to need a transplant, guys.
And even Night Thrasher's like, oh, like the guy who killed my folks. Yes. But I don't want to lose any more. Let's find Nova. And then Elliot Franklin, I guess, is souping up Midnight. Look at those claws.
Not quite antimantium, but it's fine.
They need money. Again, if you're going to do a whole army, you don't have enough adamantium for a whole army.
He's not made of money. He's not Doom.
Exactly. That fancy, man. And Midnight's like, why do you need more operatives? I'm more than enough.
I hate to break to you.
Again, a Mill of Hellfire date. Why do you need more men? I'm enough for you, aren't I?
Oh, my sweet summer child.
How about no?
Besides, your performance so far has been less than outstanding. This is Lilith Hellfire. Perhaps another man would given the same advantages would fare better. Oh, he starts attacking the higher ups. You'll do nothing, Midnight, or have you forgotten that I hold the control for the pain inducer wired to your spinal cord? Yeah, spoiler alert, if you date Lilith Hellfire, you're going to have one of those. Yeah.
I was going to say, they stole my technology?
Yeah. The mere touch of a button and you'll writhe in agony. Yes, this is you.
I mean, only consensually. Like that's
Oh,
what we're about here in this household.
Hey, consensual pain. Wow. So yeah, number 7's like, nah, we're gonna need to pick a new leader. Because as you all know, number 1 was murdered while in prison. Mark Spector, Moon Knight 24. So, yeah, they all start arguing amongst themselves. Why should number be number 7? And Midnight's thinking, division in the ranks. This might be good for me. L.A. Franklin's like, I don't care. Yeah, they start working on Midnight, operating on Midnight. Oh, there's Lynn.
Well, hello, Nurse Plot Resolver.
Exactly. But she finds a technician and says, I want you to install a device for me. Yeah, right. Who are you? We can't see her face, but all of a sudden he's like, that your face. I'll do whatever you say. Attach this device between the 3rd and 4th vertebrae. Not a word to anyone. Another mystery. Meanwhile,
Is it though?
Yeah, I know. Meanwhile, the superhero next issue, the superheroes are still flying around. Chapter 4, after midnight.
Oh, this is getting real quaint.
So yeah, Spider-Man's still, again summing up. Yeah, the Spider Tracer got destroyed. And Punisher finally wakes up. And yes, again Thrasher. They got Nova. He's like, I can't turn my back on Nova, not like Moon Knight did with Midnight.
Burn! He feels so called out right now.
And Moon Knight, it's okay, Spider-Man. Let the snot-nosed punk rant on about not something he knows nothing about. So Spider-Man's breaking up that fight. So they agree to split up, and they'll call each other if anyone gets a lead. And then, yeah, Midnight's getting operated on. Well, Elliot Franklin's done, but then Lynn comes in, shows the rest of them her face. Once again, what's up with that face?
Oh, we'll get to it.
Oh, yes, we will. Then, yeah, we see Elliot Franklin goes to another lab where they're like basically torturing Nova. He's resisting the probes. Whoa.
Beam me up.
Whoa. Lilith Hellfire wants a probe? What? But yeah, I guess they're trying to figure out where his power comes from, and they want to know if they turn him into a cyborg, will it negatively impact his powers? But wait a minute, who shut off the security device that jammed all transmissions? You fools! He has a transmitter in his helmet. With the security system turned off, his friends could be homing in on his signal at any time. Which we see like Thrasher's picking up, and he's telling Frenchie where to fly. So Elliot Franklin goes and tells on them. There's been a security breach.
What is this? Star Labs?
Exactly. So they're like, oh, got to quit arguing and figure out what to do. Get Midnight combat ready and have our troops arm themselves as well. So Elliot Franklin's like, I think we should pack up and move out. So I guess they're waiting to see how the battle goes before they move up. And then the heroes find the tailor shop. Spider-Man, if I had known, I would have brought my dry cleaning along.
And that's the best Spider-Man quote of this whole little arc. Spoilers.
And they're like, are you sure this is the right place, Spider-Man? As his spider sense goes off. Yeah. They start getting blasted from the roof. Punisher's barely on his feet. They're like, man, you're in no condition. Why don't you stay here? Be our backup.
Yeah, old man, get out of here.
No, you're tired. Yeah, so Spider-Man.
I can relate.
So Spider-Man, Night Thrasher, Moon Knight break in and start beating up the troops. And then, what's this? They see someone coming around the corner. You know, the shadow. Those old radio dramas were popular once, but now, Night Thrasher. Right now, they would just bomb as he throws a bunch of bombs.
A couple of balls down the gob.
Concussion grenades. So yeah, Lynn comes in, says Midnight's still recovering. All this fighting against superhumans, too much.
Megan, stop, Daddy. You're welcome.
They're like, we don't want excuses. Get Midnight ready. But then Lynn goes to Midnight and tells them, I managed to sabotage their pain-inducing device. They no longer have a hold on you. So while the superheroes get closer and closer, the councils tell Midnight, go stop these guys. And then he's like, nah. I'll be glad to bail you out if in exchange you make me head of the secret empire.
Oh, damn it.
So they try to use their pain device, which doesn't work. Here, you should push it harder, number 7. Here, let me help you, as he crushes his hand. Still not working. Faulty workmanship. It just smashes him against the wall. Look at that big blood stain. Good. Now, if you just turn over control to me, I'll pull your fat out of the fire. Which they must agree, because then Midnight comes up, starts battling the 3 heroes. And Moon Knight's still trying to talk to him, and he's like, nah. He's like, you let the secret empire do this to me. And Spider-Man's like, no, that's not the way it happened. Moon Knight warned you not to battle the empire, and you did it. You thought you could do it all. So the caped hero gave you an order, and you disobeyed and just took off on your own anyway?
Sounds familiar.
Somebody's family? Was there a death? I don't know.
Crowbar, something Joker.
Oh. Bomb explosion. I don't know. 900 number.
I was gonna say, did anybody vote on this? I feel like nobody voted on this.
But he lied, and he should have known it. Because he's like, Spider-Man's like, yeah, he thought you were dead. But Night Thrasher tells him, I sympathize with you, kid, but if there's one thing I can't stand, it's someone who won't accept responsibility for his own actions.
Okay, I'm going to take a drink for responsibility.
There you go. Midnight. I'll be happy to take responsibility for my actions. Yes, his arm can now stretch.
But will it be a great responsibility? That's the question.
But yeah, he can now stretch out his arm. He grabs Night Thrasher by the head, but Spider-Man punches the arm, damaging it. So Midnight takes off. The Secret Empires take off in their nice spaceship again, Lilith Hellfire.
Beam me up.
So he's telling everyone, I distracted the heroes long enough for us to get away, but now I'm in charge. Oh, now he's showing up for Lynn. Wasn't I good? But yeah, we could still make an army of cyborgs, but I will be in charge. An army that'll shake the world. Shake it off.
And that's Tay-Tay, not Ray.
Oh, nice. So they get back to the moon copter, and everyone's like, hey, where'd the Punisher go? He must have snuck aboard the Secret Empire ship. So then that starts the 5th issue. Jesus. Yeah, Night Thrasher. Every time we come up against them and there's Cyborg Super Soldier, Midnight, we come up on the losing end. Secret Empire 3, the good guys 0, Zip, Nada, a bagel. In this case, a bagel with Nova.
Suck it, Kona.
Oh! Suck that bagel.
Suck it, Lilith.
Yes, because now the Secret Empire still has Nova, but the Punisher is in there somewhere. But he's been injured. Because we see him. Oh, he took the robes off number 3. Yeah, 'cause we see the Punisher thinking to himself how he snuck inside and snuck on the ship. Oh, but he's still feeling a little woozy, so because he sees how Midnight's in charge now. Midnight just rips off his damaged arm. Take over the whole blasted country. Sounds good. And Punisher in disguise. Or offhand, I'd have to admit that sounds great.
I think he meant backhand.
Well, he said offhand because Midnight ripped his own arm off.
Yeah, I know. Just, everybody needs a little Alfred in their life.
Oh, I get it. The arm, real funny. So yeah, they get to their backup headquarters. And Punisher just finds a room to pass out in.
He's drunk. He's old. Leave him alone.
It was that energy absorber. So the other three are standing around about to fight again. Then this is when they decide to split up and
because that always works.
Everyone give a call if you hear anything.
And we've reached our Scooby-Doo portion of the comic book.
Yes. Spider-Man goes home. There's Mary Jane sleeping on the couch. She has changed outfits.
Because that's all the girl can do.
And definitely no bra.
Again, 13-year-old little boys.
Is that you? Oh, you ran off while serving supper. You okay? Food's in the fridge. It's cold, but right now I'm in the mood for something warm.
Sausage!
Sausage!
And of course, we see Mark Spector at Grant Mansion.
Convenient.
And of course, there's Marlene in lingerie.
Wow, you're getting a lot. You're getting a bang for your buck in this issue, that's for sure.
Whoa, phrasing. Right in front of the statue of Conchu. Conchu enjoying the
Has he no shame?
Hey, don't kink shame him. He likes to watch.
Alright. As long as it's all consensual, I don't care. They're adults, I don't care.
That's not a staff in his hand. Then we see Night Thrasher just beating some wood.
You gotta let off some steam. You gotta relax. You gotta release. You gotta relate. That whole thing.
Get the poison out. We see Silhouette. I'm the leader of the New Warriors, and I let Nova down. What kind of leader does that?
A crappy leader. You should be beating yourself up, sir. You should.
A superhero leader? But yeah, then we see back at Secret Empire. Oh man, they're in Queens also.
You're gonna hit the button?
Oh. That Midnight gets a new arm. And Punisher finally wakes up and trying to figure out how to get into the communications room. But he pulls rank because he's dressed as number 3.
Bait and switch!
Again, number 3, I'm just thinking Austin Powers. Number 2. But yeah, Punisher gets in the communications room. He's like, I need a distraction. Oh, maybe Nova can do it. So he wanders over to Nova. He's like, I'm a friend. We need a distraction. He's like, can you transmit the Thrasher? I don't know. I can't get out. Every time I try to get out, these power, this thing zaps me. Punisher pulls out a knife. Can't have that, can we? He slices it. Everything seems secure here. Get loose. Call Thrasher. I'll stall Midnight somehow. So yeah, Punisher's wandering around trying to figure out how to find Midnight when someone's like, oh, Midnight's looking for you. So yeah, they're all having a big meeting. Outlining his plans to restructure the Secret Empire. Business meetings. Just what Lilith wanted.
Legitimate business meetings, okay?
I know. There's no further debate about my rightful place at the top. But this is when Nova breaks free. Takes out the jammer again. So he can get off a signal. The alarm goes off. Midnight, the alarm.
Oh no!
And Punisher's just like, okay, that's my chance. He's like basically like, what? Everything's gone wrong since Midnight took charge. So he gets all the goons to start fighting Midnight. If Spider-Man couldn't stop me, what chance do you have? So yeah, then Elliot Franklin's just standing in the corner. I'll just wait and see who wins.
I mean, yeah, stand on the sidelines. I get it.
Yes, and Midnight's like, oh, tries to take out number 3, but rips the front of his costume. The Punisher.
Finally.
Yeah, so. So Punisher's again. You said, like you said, he's smart. He's like, I don't think going hand to hand with a guy who can hold his own against Spider-Man will do anything to enhance my longevity. So he's like trying to stay out of his way. Again, it's like everyone's like, oh, for a guy who could hold his own against Spider-Man, but it's like, I don't know, he doesn't seem too capable so far. So yeah, so Punisher like hoped Nova got off a signal, which he did. He called Night Thrasher, who calls Moon Knight, and it's the phone chain, man. Nova calls Thrasher, Thrasher calls Moon Knight calls.
It's the 90s. Everybody wants to do a 3-way call. It's fine.
Whoa, 3-way call. Whoa.
Party line. It's a party line, bro.
And then Spider-Man's in bed. And Mary Jane's wearing yet another outfit.
Somebody just really liked drawing Mary Jane. That's all. Giving the fans what they want.
Yeah,
what they need.
Spider-Man calls Moon Knight, and he's like, or Moon Knight calls Spider-Man. He's like, great, I'll head right there right away. Oh, honey, not more Spidey action so soon. You weren't complaining about the Spidey action, you just...
Thwip, thwip!
Another word, you'll be sleeping on the couch for a month. Yes, dear. Moon Knight.
Is this why they got rid of the marriage?
I mean, there was better moments, but yeah, it's like... You didn't have to get rid of the marriage, just write it better.
Exactly. So they threw the baby out with the bathwater because nobody wanted to deal with it. It's fine. Still bitter.
Yes. And so, just to get him back in here while the others were headed there, Chris Powell sees the Moon Cop there, and he's like, maybe I'll follow him as Moon Knight. Or Darkhawk. Too many characters.
That's what Spider-Man does best, honey.
So Darkhawk is back in this thing, and they're all heading for the Secret Empire. Or Nova and the Punisher just taking care of business.
And working overtime. Sorry, couldn't help it.
And then Midnight is coming after Nova again. Oh, look who gets here first. Crashing through the skylight. Spider-Man.
Him and skylights, bro.
Man, where's that camera at? These would be some great pictures. Come on.
He doesn't have time. He doesn't have time to set it up.
He only likes taking pictures of himself, man. He doesn't like
King of the selfies. You coined it.
I know, but he doesn't like taking the glory of it. I mean, like, how much money would these pictures be worth? Spider-Man, Punisher, Moon Knight, Night Thrasher, Nova.
Spider-Man's a little narcissistic. It's all about him.
Fighting a cyborg. I mean, come on. Even Jameson.
But Spider-Man could never have a sidekick. He just will not allow it.
Exactly. I mean, come on. Even Jameson would have to admit these are worth something. Come on. So yeah, a lot of fighty. Then yeah, Moon Knight and Night Thrasher show up. So they're big fighting. Oh, here comes Elliot Franklin. His powers may be gone, but he made himself with a wrecking ball armor. Because it's the 90s, everyone had armor.
Plot armor, some would say.
Ooh. And then as he's about to hit everyone with his ball, that's when Darkhawk shows up, grabs it, but gets shocked by it. Darkhawk came in, but it was Elliot Franklin who came in like a wrecking ball.
Do what you do.
Do what you gotta do. So yeah, so Spider-Man has to catch Darkhawk. Night Thrasher kicks Midnight. And Moon Knight just starts pounding on him. Oh, but then Lynn comes in and whips Moon Knight across the room. And she's like, You finally realizing that the Secret Empire wouldn't proceed with just one prototype cyborg soldier?
Get idiot!
Spider-Man, I don't like the looks of this. Why Spider? Oh, she rips off her coat. She's in spandex too. Oh, and taking off her glasses. Oh,
Classic. Let down the hair, take off the glasses, and take off the trench coat.
It's a comic. A pair of eyeglasses, perfect disguise. You did not realize I was a cyborg?
And you gotta remember, she let her hair down too. It's fine.
Very becoming, lady. A matching Miss Midnight costume.
Burn, to be honest.
I know. So yes, that brings us to the last issue, where we get everyone staring across at each other and then fighting.
It's what we came for.
2-page splash. Yep. So while they're fighting, that's when Lynn monologues about her origin. I was the protege of number 1, Riker.
Out on a limb. Talk about being out on a limb. Am I right? Name of the issue.
Exactly. Pet project kept secret from even the Council of 10.
Hey, this one had the special cover, right? The threefold.
Yes. Yes, the big fight scene. Yes. Our issue art, our episode art. Yes, that was like a three part gatefold cover. Yes.
Yeah. Can't see it because our mugs are in the way, but it's great.
Yeah. But, well, someone's mug. Me and Miles Morales. But yeah, Lynn was saying, she was showing that technician. I guess she can show the sign of number 1 on her head or whatever. Ooh, scary.
I mean, for everybody that's not Spider-Man, sure.
I know. And then Darkhawk. This is all very interesting. By the way, we've been formally introduced. I'm Darkhawk for everyone who doesn't read my book. Light Thrasher, Nova, and I are new warriors for those who don't read our book.
I was gonna say, it's kind of weird, like spoilers, I'm sorry. It's like, Midnight and Church seem like they're like gone, but they survive and they come back on like Moon Knight number 6 through 7. What was that, volume 5 or something like that?
Yeah, it's like the Charlie Houston run. It's like, what is this, 91, 92? Yeah, they don't cut.
Yeah, it's in January 92 is this issue.
Yeah, they come back in like 2006 or 2007. Yeah.
Somebody really loved these characters, apparently. I mean, I like that. I like when our comic book artist or writer is like, hey, can I do something with these? I can? Sweet.
I think Ray will admit he has his favorites, but Moon Knight's Rogues Gallery isn't exactly huge.
Yeah, exactly. And I kind of like it that way. It's something different. It differentiates him for better or for worse.
Yeah.
It gives you, I just don't know. They focus more on the lore and like actually do character driven things for Moon Knight, which is like really different. It's not just, plot driven. It's not a plot driven book. It's character driven. So
yeah, I mean, I
appreciate that.
I mean, there's a few. I mean, Bushman, of course, Stained Glass Scarlet.
But nothing you can slap on a t-shirt. So, which ironically, Moon Knight has very good aesthetics for t-shirts, but you never see them unless it's like somewhere on Redbubble or something like that. Come on, Marvel. Isn't the show still coming out, or did COVID kill that too?
No, I think it is. It might just be delayed because I
think they said they finished wrapping and everybody was surprised or something like that, right? Was that show?
Maybe, I don't know, but I mean, did they say? I don't know. Did they wrap? Because did they even say who Moon Knight is? Because it's like we got the announcement.
It's so
Hulk, but
many things they're doing on Disney Plus. I can't even keep up because a lot of people are really upset with Disney Plus right now for the things they're doing.
Yeah. I mean, they cast She-Hulk, so if She-Hulk's going, I would assume Moon Knight.
Oh yeah, we have to talk about that when or did you guys talk about that on Super Connectivity?
We kind of talked it on Super Connectivity, but we could talk it on Next Capes when.
Okay.
It's Marvel. We didn't know if you'd want to talk it.
Well, I love the actress. I think Black Orphan was amazing, and I like She-Hulk. I definitely like She-Hulk, and I hope they pull a lot from the John Byrne era.
You basically said what Charlie said.
Okay, perfect. We're on the same page. Perfect.
I like the
we don't have to talk about it.
I like the actress. I like She-Hulk. I hope they pull from the Byrne run. Yeah, you basically summed up Charlie's thought.
Every now and then, me and my arch nemesis have a think alike every now and then.
Super connectivity 307.
Nice. Scroll over.
That's right. But I mean, this last issue is basically like just like a big fight scene because then the Seekers come back and it's just I mean, it ties everything up, and it's basically just a big punch 'em up.
Which, is kind of refreshing for Spider-Man. Like I said, his fights aren't really that great unless it's like an event, let's be honest.
Yeah.
It's just, thwip, wrap them up, leave them for the cops kind of thing. Unless it's, Otto or something like that. But just the day-to-day of Spider-Man, you don't really see big epics like this. So it was refreshing.
Yeah, because, it's a big fight scene until, like, I guess Lynn and Midnight have a big fight, and he basically brings the place down around them. So, yes. So, technically, I guess they were dead until, 2006 when Charlie Houston brought them back. Because they pull the heroes pull the goons out, and then Elliot Franklin, like, digs himself out and says, hey, look, I dug myself out with these 2 cyborg arms.
Well, and that's what they're there for.
And everyone's like, oh, they must be dead. And it's like, didn't we just see Midnight rip his arm off like an issue or 2?
It's comics. It's fine.
I mean, like I said, technically, I guess they were dead until they came back in the mid-2000s. So, yes, they tied up that Moon Knight thread. All right, so. Oh, that's right. I got to pull up the picture, too. Because we have feedback from Ray.
Ray in the house, or Ray on the phone.
Ray. Yes, I do play it from my iPhone. Let me see. Pull up. I was trying to do this ahead of time all the time, but yes, because once again, nice meaty feedback from Ray. It's very apropos this time because yes, he does the Last Sons of Krypton, a Superman podcast. To Know Where's to Fear Her, the Spider-Woman podcast. Here, like next episode of the Ultimate Spider Cast, you'll hear in the next Scarlet Spider episode. So you will hear Ray here. And of course, like I said, very apropos because he hosts Into the Night, the Moon Knight podcast. Yes. So you're about to hear from a Moon Knight expert. So, why is it? Oh, because I gotta change the screen size. Let's get Ray nice and big. There we go.
Phrasing.
Whoa.
And go.
I'll leave that to you. All right. So, we have nice long feedback. So sit back for the next 9.5 minutes and listen to a Moon Knight expert tell you all about this story.
Hello, Phil and Lilith. This is Ray. I'm going to drop in some thoughts here for the Amazing Spider-Man 353 to 358 round robin, the Sidekicks Revenge. This is a big one, one that's very close to my heart, I guess, because it really does involve a lot of characters that I like, but more than anything, I think it epitomizes for me the 90s. Just this over the top, throw everyone that's kind of popular in, and let's see kind of what happens.
Yep.
Anyway, so I won't go into depth with all of these issues, but they came out bi-weekly. So I just remember when I was collecting these that it was an unrelenting kind of arc. There was so much going on. There's so many characters to use. And first off, I want to say absolutely Mark Bagley's art in this, again, for me, it's some of his best. I know I kind of keep on saying that a lot with Bagley.
No, we agree, sir. It's fine. You can say it 1,000 times.
First came into the Amazing Spider-Man, and then kind of settling into the role, taking over after Eric Larson. He has this very particular style. It is very kind of cartoony, but it's very nice and neat, and his Spidey is quite good. So, so the art is an A+ already. Really good. The second point, I guess, that is very, very important for me, is the kind of the story arc which centers in and around Moon Knight, and in
No.
particular his sidekick Jeff Wild and the Secret Empire to an extent as well. I mean, these Secret Empire was featured in Mark Spector Moon Knight, the earlier runs when they did introduce Midnight, aka Jeff Wild.
Mhm.
So this really does continue on from that plot thread. And what had happened there, for those that don't know, is that Midnight, Jeff Wild, wanted to be Moon Knight's sidekick. Moon Knight wasn't never really interested in having him on. He's actually the son of a villain that Moon Knight essentially kills. And anyway, so Jeff wants to be a sidekick, a superhero. Moon Knight never really does want him. He ends up actually dying in the line of duty, so to speak. It was a little bit warped anyway because he was dressed up and running around as Moon Knight when Moon Knight was away in Bosco Verde under trial. So he was a little bit, I guess, a bit of a loose cannon already. And in this arc, we see Jeff Wild clearly off the reservation, and he has some cybernetic work done to him. Again, all very over the top, all very just fun stuff. This is not, you really can't nitpick this because it's just so ridiculous. Like to take this seriously, I think is a joke as well. So you've just got to go along for the ride. And I know I'm going pretty slow because I'm going through the beginning here. I just got it in front of me. The likes of Darkhawk, I really enjoyed. Mr. Puns, I think he'd give Matt Kona and Lilith a run for their money with his puns in the first few issues. The puns just keep on coming, and not only him, I think even Jeff Wild and Spider-Man, of course, get in on the act with their puns. But great to see Darkhawk. They were really trying to tout him, I reckon, around this time. His new series had come out, and I think they had kind of earmarked him to be like the next big thing. That's what I'm kind of thinking of. I think they saw him similar to how Speedball was meant to be the next big thing in the 80s.
Yes.
He was meant to be the big thing in the 90s. Spidey was the big thing in the 60s. I can't remember who was the big thing in the 70s.
Teen Hero.
But
Nova.
anyway, we have now, in more recent times,
Teen Heroes.
Marvel always seems to kind of drop these kind of characters. Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel, highly successful, and she seems to be the one taking up the mantle as the young teenager, pre-adult kind of superhero. So she's massively successful. So they've struck gold there. Darkhawk, not so much, but I like him. I think he's good, and I like the way they integrated him into the Cosmic and the Marvel, the Guardians of the Galaxy. Anyway, I'm getting off track here. Straight back into it. You could see the Punisher as well, and what I mentioned about the 90s. If you didn't have the Punisher in your comics, you might as well go home. If you're in the 90s, go home. I say. Brilliant stuff here from Frank. I'm just having a quick read through. Was this the one where Frank? Frank calls up the one of the thugs here on his bad use of the English language, which is a very different take from Frank.
Oh, the double negatives, yeah.
But good on you, Frank. Nothing more criminal than bad grammar and bad punctuation. So anyway, as we go along, look, I'll be here forever if I go through this at this pace. But the likes of Nova as well, New Warriors, I really love. But of course, Moon Knight is great in it as well. And Night Thrasher, there you go. There's another one that was quite popular, quite dark and edgy. Moon Knight's kind of dark and edgy too. Everyone's edgy in the 90s. But anyway, it was a really fun romp. Basically, it kind of rounded out. It was a good way to round out what happened to Jeff Wild at the end. The big twist there with his surgeon, being a cyborg as well. And I like the Secret Empire as an option to say AIM or Hydra. Just a whole lot of numberless, nameless goons that they get to fight. Midnight is actually quite formidable here in his cybernetic ways. He can take on most of the superheroes with ease, it seems. And there's a couple of other villains there, which you no doubt mentioned. Where are they now? I'm just seeing it. They attach this kind of cybernetic parasite to the Punisher, who gets weakened by it. A lot of really fun action going through, and I kind of like it at the end anyway as well. I think Moon Knight is not really too fussed at the end of it with the whole thing. I think he says something. I'm trying to find it now where he goes, "Oh well, he died. That's it, I guess. Didn't really want a sidekick anyway." I might have misinterpreted that from an earlier title, but yeah. Anyway, great stuff, great designs. More Night Thrasher. Good to see that he's back. And what else? I'm just quickly flicking through here. Sorry if in case I missed any major points. I'm just trying to find out those. Oh yeah, they abducted Nova as well. And oh yeah, these guys. Here we go. The Seekers. That's right. There's an Australian band called the Seekers, so I should have remembered that. And I remember reading this, going, "Really? Are these the Seekers? Didn't they write the song "The Carnival Is Over"?" Anyway, very much kind of '90s throwaway Iron Man-esque villains, and they proved to be quite fun as well on the rooftop with a lot of the heroes. I like how Moon Knight also gives everyone a ride in the Moon Jet. He is the most wealthy. Let's face it. Oh, actually, what's his name? Is it Dwayne Fletcher? I may have got that absolutely wrong. Night Thrasher.
Dwayne Taylor.
He's meant to be rich as well, isn't he? Anyway, I shall leave it to that. It'll be very interesting to hear what your thoughts are on the interpretation of Moon Knight. What did you think of the team interaction, the character interactions? I mean, they were quite disparate. You have Nova. They're all kind of youngish, but offset with the more seasoned veterans like Moon Knight and the Punisher. But yeah, do you like Darkhawk as well? I pretty much dig Darkhawk as well. And of course, I'd love to hear your thoughts on the art, because I'm sure you have the same kind of judgment of that.
Mhm.
It is pretty good indeed. Anyway, I shall stop now, and look forward to it. Bubble.
I don't know what that is, but I'll have to cut that out.
Awesome. No, I totally agree. This was like fun. It was kind of like long and tedious. Like the setup felt like it was 2 issues instead of the 1 for sure. But I think that the payoff of that, massive free for all punch 'em up that we got at the end of the last issue was great. I think the payoff was definitely worth it. I did love the character interactions. I love seeing some of the lesser known characters get pulled up by their bootstraps with an appearance of Spider-Man. I kid, but there's a reason that they do it, and it's rightfully so.
I mean, of course, I love the art. It's Mark Bagley, my favorite.
Yeah, enough said about that. Yeah. Mark, we love it. It's Mark, we love it.
And I think it was like a big cash-in event and stuff. But I think I think the characters were probably pretty well written, like in character.
Yes, exactly. Like I said, Punisher's only great in team-ups. I think that's the one character that I can't get enough of team-ups. I don't like his solo books in recent years. I just don't.
I mean,
he's not competent.
that is a good idea you had. Marvel doing Punisher team-up book.
I mean, they already kind of were going with that with like the Ghost Rider thing. I think they should just take it a step further and just try something different for Punisher. He's a great character, but he just doesn't translate well with what they want to adapt for the movies and or TV. Well, TV they did, but they kind of sidestepped around things that
but I mean,
didn't make it Punisher-y. So
but you're right. He's like the straight guy. He needs somebody to play off of.
Exactly. Bad cop, worst cop,
And just my last thought, Ray, please tell me, are the Seekers heavy metal?
Oh.
Suck it.
Suck it, Kona.
All right. Anything else on this one?
No, it's a solid B+ for me, for sure.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'll probably get it. Yeah, B+. That sounds about right. All right. So, like I said, next time, as I know because we already recorded it, yes, you will hear You'll hear a Scarlet Spider episode with me, Ray and Matt Kona. So we'll be talking Smoke and Mirrors, and then Lilith, you know, the next thing we're going to record for Ultimate Spider Cast is, right?
What's that?
The beginning of Shocktober.
Yes! Shocktober is finally upon us! Because I demanded it.
That's right.
Yes!
We had something else scheduled. She's like, no, I demand.
We need
Z-list
to lighten it up because 2020 has just been a garbage year, and I just want something fun, something you don't have to think about, something that won't depress you.
True.
We need it. And we're not having Halloween this year, so, you know.
Some people are.
Irresponsible people, sure. No offense if you're having Halloween without the tubes. If you're doing the candy launcher, that's fine.
I was going to say, I did see that on Facebook or something. That is cool. Yeah, like some guy, I don't know, he had steps in front of his house, so he just put the tube on his stair. Yeah, just slide it down. That's pretty cool. All right, so yes, I was opening the schedule. Yeah, so next time, me, Ray, and Matt will be talking Smoke and Mirrors. And again, yeah, then Shocktober begins with Deadly Foes of Spider-Man, that miniseries. So check that out. So
we're digging deep, guys. We're digging deep.
Shocker at his finest, cowardice. Yes, followed by Amazing Spider-Man 364. Good old Spider-Man Shocker 101, and follow that up with Peter Parker Spider-Man 51 and 52 from 2003. You get two D-listers, Shocker and Hydro Man.
Justice for Hydro Man, I tell you. Justice. If Sandman can get a redemption, Hydro Man deserves a redemption.
Exactly. Yes, and then we of course round out October with another Scarlet Spider, Players and Pawns. And then
you guys could have stuck to the damn theme.
I know. We're going in order. Come on. But I don't know if Ben Riley really fought the Shocker. He didn't waste his time.
Yeah. See you later, Bunky.
So yes, so that'll be October, and then of course November is all the second annual Hobgobble Gobble month.
Hobgobble Gobble 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Gobble Gobble. This time with Jason McIndale.
Ooh.
And then of course December will be our Sinister Sixmas. Oh, you know Charlie's going to show up for some of those. Otto.
Otto.
Otto, I'm there. All right, so yes, we went extra long on this.
That's the theme of the day. It's fine.
Exactly. Just like Ray, we went extra long for you. Anyway, so yeah, send your thoughts on all the upcoming stuff. Send your thoughts on Round Robin, the Sidekicks Revenge, which, if you want to hear a Moon Knight fan's perspective, yes, I know Ray, I forget which one who reviewed this. They reviewed this episode too on or these issues on Into the Night. Scroll down. It's been a while, so yeah, find that. Into the Night, the Moon Knight. I don't know if he's just sending like lengthier feedback because one, you shaming him and me making that the image now for the YouTube video. He's like, oh, I got to be worthy. I got to be worthy of that billboard. Anyway, so yeah, send your thoughts, capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, follow Ultimate Spider-Cast on Facebook. We have a Facebook page and group. Twitter @ULT Spider-Cast. We have a shared Spider-Man Punisher Instagram account. Follow Capes and Lunatics everywhere. You can find links to everything, including this YouTube channel, where if you don't know what Ray looks like, you can see that image I put up. So subscribe to the YouTube channel, the Patreon, links to everything, all in one place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/Capes and Lunatics. And remember to support our sponsors, Tweaked Audio. Get yourselves some Tweaked Audio headsets.
You deserve it.
That's right. Hunt-A-Killer.
Michelle Gray needs your help, and guess what, guys? One of my favorite movies, one of my favorite like life-defining movies, Blair Witch. They'd have a theme box. I think I'm actually going to end up getting it for sure.
You know,
it's not going to be the one we play, but this is the one I'm going to get for myself.
I was going to say, for those of you who can't go out for Halloween, have Halloween with the family. Get that Blair Witch game. Anyway, and yes, and for those of you learned types who can read, pick up Pod Life the book. Learns the ins and outs of podcasting from the experts and Rob Southgate. And you can get that right on Amazon. And when you do, use the Amazon link for Southgate Media Group right down there in the show notes. Help us support this show because we need all the help we can get. The network, and of course,
the man, the myth, the legend.
that shy man who never says a word, Rob, Master Doom Southgate.
Make it rain. What did you say? So says Master Doom.
Just play that for 2 hours, and that's what we just went through.
Please kick me in the pants.
Lilith Hellfire.
If you guys want to hang out with me on the interwebs, you can find me on Twitter. If we are having debates, I will be there live tweeting it. And also, if you're on Instagram, I am now officially putting out content for @Lilith Hellfire 69. And if you want to follow my boring quote-unquote life, you can follow @Lilith Hellfire 86.
I don't think those are tentacles.
Or you'll get gold like that.
They're definitely not sparkly. I'll tell you that much.
I never disappoint.
Right, so follow her on social media. All right. Thank you for joining us again. Come back next week for Scarlet Spider, me and the boys, and then
sausage.
No Halloween. Spend some time with us on Shocktober. But until then, swing on back.